All right, welcome to my second rant of the day. And I'm here to reminisce the good old days again. About an episode of wrestling that aired on this day 15 years ago, January 5th, 2004, the first Monday Night Raw of that year. They really don't have the full episode on YouTube. They have like parts 1 through 8, and I don't know what happened to the other parts. But without wasting any more time, let's reminisce the first Monday Night Raw of 2004 that aired on January 5th, 2004. So it starts off when Eric Bischoff and the coach, Jonathan Coachman, was talking backstage about they thought Stone Cold Steve Austin was gone from Monday Night Raw for good. But he was brought back as the new sheriff in town on the last Monday Night Raw of 2003. Then Teddy Long comes in Eric Bischoff's office along with the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. So Eric Bischoff decided to take the night off and have Teddy Long become the acting general manager of Monday Night Raw. So Teddy Long opens up a promo and he says this: "Let me holler at you, player. Tonight, Theodore Long is in charge." Now you better believe that. You know, I hear you all booing, but I want you to know is you're not booing me. You're booing because you can't accept the fact that a black man has the power. You feel me? And then Teddy Long talks about how all the white men or white people from New York City to Memphis, Tennessee is a racist. And you know, the first Monday Night Raw of 2004 was in Jerry the King Lawler's hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. He grabs a microphone while he was sitting in a commentary table with good old JR Jim Ross and told Teddy Long he could be in charge of Monday Night Raw if he wants to. That's fine with him. But he said Memphis, Tennessee happens to be my hometown and I'm damn proud of it. And I'm not going to sit here and let you run it down. You understand that? So Jerry the King Lawler takes off his headset, walks straight to the ring, and Teddy Long was talking trash to Jerry the King Lawler. Is that what you are, Lawler? You want to be a king? You might be a king to these people. What you are to me is nothing but a cracker with a crown. So I suggest you start bowing down to the king, the GM of Monday Night Raw tonight. How about that? And Jerry the King Lawler was not going to take any more Teddy Long talking trash. So just when Jerry the King Lawler was about to get physical with Teddy Long, guess who comes out of nowhere and attacks Jerry the King Lawler? The Viper Randy Orton, giving Jerry the King Lawler an RKO out of nowhere. Really, Randy Orton? You want to come out, stick your nose into Jerry the King Lawler's business and giving him an RKO, humiliating him in his own hometown? Who even asked you to come out and save Teddy Long in the first place? Really, Randy Orton? Then he and Teddy Long were talking backstage, and Randy Orton was telling Teddy Long, just wait what he got in store for hardcore legend Mick Foley. And then they both ran into the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, and Mark Henry was looking exactly what he wanted from Randy Orton: the Intercontinental Championship. And Mark Henry told Teddy Long to book him into a match against Randy Orton for the Intercontinental title. And Randy Orton said, "I know you're not going to consider that. I just saved your ass out there." And Teddy Long said, "Wait, hold on a minute, player. What you did out there, you didn't do it for me. You did it for yourself. And you certainly didn't do it for the cause. So, hey, Theodore Long is in charge tonight. Tonight, you defend your Intercontinental title against Mark Henry tonight." Then you won't believe who did Teddy Long and Mark Henry ran into. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Or should I say Stone Cold Sheriff Austin? Stone Cold heard that Teddy Long is in charge of this episode of Monday Night Raw. And he told him that he's the law. And he heard that Teddy Long just booked Mark Henry in a match against Randy Orton for the Intercontinental title. So Sheriff Austin decided to spice things up a little bit. He decides to book Mark Henry into a match against Rob Van Dam. And the winner of that match gets an opportunity against Randy Orton for the Intercontinental Championship on the January 12th, 2004 episode of Monday Night Raw. So Teddy Long decided to play along Sheriff Austin's rules. And Stone Cold told Teddy Long, do you see this badge? This badge doesn't mean I'm in charge. It means Stone Cold Steve Austin is the law. And if I see fit, I can open up a can of whoop ass on you. Bam! Just like that. Now you believe that. Then Teddy Long asked Mark Henry, who's he talking to like that? I'm the GM. He can't talk to me like that. I'm like, shut up, Teddy Long. So, after Monday Night Raw came back from commercial break, you won't believe that the coach decided to join the commentary with JR after what happened to Jerry the King Lawler. Really, Coach? Who invited you to join the commentary with JR after what happened to Jerry the King Lawler? So the first match of this first 2004 episode of Monday Night Raw was Rene Dupree of La Resistance versus Spike Dudley. And eventually Spike Dudley won that match by rolling Rene Dupree up, pinning him 1, 2, 3, and Spike Dudley eventually wins the match. Then the Dudley boys, Bubba Ray and Devon, who had a match later on that episode against Batista and Ric Flair for the World Tag Team Championships. And just when the Dudley boys was celebrating Spike Dudley winning his match, here comes Batista and Ric Flair ruining the Dudley boys celebration. Really, Batista and Ric Flair? Oh my goodness. Hold on, I'll be right back to see what was the next part of the 2004, the first Monday Night Raw 2004. All right, I believe the next segment of the first Monday Night Raw 2004 was Christian and Y2J Chris Jericho talking backstage. And they really want to be partners tonight against Rosie and the Hurricane. Then Jerry the King Lawler returns to join the commentary with JR after what happened to him earlier in that episode of Monday Night Raw. And Jerry the King Lawler was trying to tell the coach to get out of his seat now that he's back after what happened to him earlier. He knocks the coach's sunglasses off his face and his headset off of his head. And here comes Teddy Long saying, hold up, Lawler, you better let the coach join the commentary with you and JR. And coach, let me tell you something. If he ever looks at you the wrong way or if he threatens you, I will fire your ass in your own hometown. Now you believe that. Really, Teddy Long? You really gonna fire Jerry the King Lawler in his own hometown if he try to get physical with the coach? Really? What kind of general manager are you? You're much better as the SmackDown general manager. Then the next match was Christian and Chris Jericho versus Rosie and the Hurricane. And eventually Chris Jericho and Christian won that match. Then the next match happens to be Steven Richards versus Tess. Steven Richards won that match. And while Steven Richards and Victoria was celebrating Steven Richards' victory, Test, after he lost the match, gave the big boot to Victoria. And Victoria had a match later on that episode against Molly Holly for the World Wrestling Entertainment Women's Championship. Really, Tess? You really gonna give Victoria the big boot when she has a match against Molly Holly for the WWE Women's Championship? You lost the match, Tess. What else do you want? And I'm so glad that Steven Richards got back at Tess after Tess gave Victoria the big boots. Then, the next part of this first Monday Night Raw 2004, the new sheriff in town, Stone Cold Steve Austin, comes out and he was announcing about the 2004 Royal Rumble until the cerebral assassin, the COO of the WWE, the King of Kings, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Game, Triple H, comes out and stick his nose into Stone Cold Steve Austin's business. And he was trying to explain to Triple H that Stone Cold, he was trying to tell Triple H that, you know, Shawn Michaels deserves a rematch for Triple H's World Heavyweight Championship. And Shawn Michaels comes out and he accepts his rematch against Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. But it wasn't going to be any original World Heavyweight Championship match. It was going to be a last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then Triple H going to give Shawn Michaels the pedigree afterwards. Really, Triple H? Then the next part of the first Monday Night Raw 2004, Molly Holly said that Victoria was supposed to be challenging her for the WWE Women's Championship, but due to what happened to Victoria after Steven Richards' match against Tess, Molly Holly told Lillian Garcia to have Victoria forfeit the match so she can retain her WWE Women's Championship until Teddy Long decided to change things a little bit. Since Victoria wasn't able to compete, you won't believe who faced Molly Holly. My favorite diva of all time, 7-time WWE Women's Champion and WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. I really don't know who won that match because they don't really have part 9 of the first Monday Night Raw 2004. So I'm pretty much going to skip to the match between Mark Henry and Rob Van Dam. And the winner of that match gets a shot at the Intercontinental Championship against Randy Orton on the January 12th, 2004 episode of Monday Night Raw. If I remember watching this episode, it was actually a great match, but Teddy Long gave Mark Henry a steel chair for use, and just when Rob Van Dam was about to use the running kick move on Mark Henry throws the chair in RVD's face, causing himself the match. And the coach gonna talk about that was a thing of beauty. Really, coach? That cost Mark Henry the match. That wasn't no thing of beauty. And by the way, people said that this was the year that Jerry the King Lawler became soft because he became a face commentator. Hey, I can't blame the people for saying that this was the year that Jerry the King Lawler became soft. Just when Lillian Garcia was about to announce that Rob Van Dam wins by disqualification, Teddy Long grabs the microphone away from Lillian Garcia and said, "Give me this. You must have forgot. I'm Theodore Long. I'm in charge tonight. I call the shots. I make the rules, okay? Now maybe I forgot. This is a no disqualification match. Now restart the match. That's what you do. I'm the GM. Restart the match right now. It's a no disqualification. Do what I say. I'm the GM. Start the match or you're going to be fired. Start it right now. I make the rules here." Restart the match. It's a no disqualification. I'm the GM tonight. Then he asks referee Charles Robinson, do you want to be fired? Do you want to be fired? Then restart the match right now, white boy. As much as I like Teddy Long, I don't like the fact that he's racist. Or it's just that his character is a racist, not Teddy Long in real life. Then Stone Cold Steve Austin's music started playing, and he comes out in his four-wheeler ATV and starts chasing Teddy Long around the ring and the arena. And Teddy Long want to run like a coward. What you running for, Teddy Long? What you running for? You the one that's been abusing your power all show long. Now you want to run like a coward instead of fighting like a man. After Monday Night Raw came back from commercial break, it was back to the match between RVD and Mark Henry in a no DQ match. Rob Van Dam hits Mark Henry with the 5-star frog splash after Mark Henry got hit with the steel chair. And then 1, 2, 3. RVD wins the match and he gets a shot at Randy Orton for the Intercontinental Championship on the January 12th, 2004 episode of Monday Night Raw. And the coach was whining like a little baby, say, another ejection, it's just not fair. And then JR said, yeah, we'll change your diaper during the commercial break. And Teddy Long was still being chased by Stone Cold in his ATV. And then Teddy Long ran into RVD. And then Stone Cold was right behind Teddy Long. Rolled Teddy Long into the ring. And Teddy Long was begging Stone Cold, please do not put a hand on me. Just holler at me, player. And then the coach talking about, do not be a bully, Austin. You don't want to do this. Just shake your hand. Just don't put your hands on Teddy Long. Yeah, Teddy Long, he was down on his hands and knees begging Stone Cold Steve Austin to not give him the Stone Cold Stunner or anything. And Teddy Long was trying to shake Stone Cold Steve Austin's hand while on his knees. Then Stone Cold tell him to get up. Then they quickly shook hands. And Stone Cold quickly gave Teddy Long the Stone Cold Stunner. And as usual, Stone Cold brings out the Steve Weiser and he shares it with Rob Van Dam. And that's pretty much all I can remember about that episode. So that is going to wrap up my rant celebrating 15 years of the first Monday Night Raw of 2004. So let me know, what do you guys think about the first Monday Night Raw of 2004, looking back on it 15 years later? This was actually a great episode, no doubt about it. And still, this was back when Monday Night Raw was rated TV-14, and I damn sure missed those days when Monday Night Raw was rated TV-14. So, Toonami is about to come on in the next 17 minutes. Make that 17 minutes. It's 9:43 Houston time. It comes on at 10. If you live in a time zone ahead of me, it comes on at 11. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell for any video that I upload. And I will catch you tomorrow about today's game of the rematch between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Don't follow your dreams. Chase them. Peace. Happy 15th anniversary to the first Monday Night Raw of 2004.